So it's been a while since we finished building the conversion in the car. I completely forgot to film an intro for this YouTube build series, so you're here with us at the end, but we came back from Australia to New Zealand and we didn't have Baloo with us, so we thought, what could we do in the back of Bruce to try and make him more comfortable to go away for just a day trip or a weekend. So we just did a really simple conversion which we thought you guys might want to follow along with because you might be inspired to do something in your own trucks. But yeah, and at the start of this video you'll notice that Baloo has a soft top, a canvas roof on him, and he currently now, we purchased during this lockdown, we purchased a hard top for him which we've been running over the winter, but it did take a long time for us to sort of get through this build process because in New Zealand we were in and out of lockdowns, and then Sam actually had to rebuild the gearbox of this car halfway through, so that stalled us. So sorry this video is so late, but hopefully you get some ideas for your conversion from here. Day one, this is just the starting of making the, I guess, the framework for the box that's going to be in the back of the car. It's a lot smaller than I imagined because the car back is just nowhere near as big as our 110, but this is only going to be for weekends and small trips, so I guess it doesn't need to have as much storage. But Defenders and Series, they're just never straight, so Sam's having to measure a million times to make sure everything lines up correctly with the car. So far this is a top and the bottom, we've just done the back and the sides. Well, Sam has done it, I have not really done much. And then I think we're thinking to put placeholders in there, but he wants to build the framework of the box so that we can sort of slide it in and out easily if he wants to convert it back to being seats or just without all the camping gear in the back. Today, I mean, we didn't make a whole lot of progress yesterday, but it is freezing cold and really rainy here in Auckland today, but we are going to hopefully smash out a whole day of work and get a lot further in the build process. That's it? Loose? Yeah. Oh, really?
How much space there is?
Oh, fuck. We just finished making part of this drawer that comes in and out, except we, well, me apparently, measured it 12 or 20 sort of mil too short, so now we've got this gap, and when it's such a small cabinet, that extra 20 mil will make a difference. So we're gonna make a new base for this sliding out drawer, and then hopefully reuse that wood as the front panels so that we don't waste any. just trying to figure out, we've just finished making one of the storage boxes, which we're hoping will slide in and out, but we're kind of trying to come up with different options, as the runners, which most people would use up a lot of space, except in the back of, in this storage box that we're making, there's not a whole lot of space, so we're just trying to come up with other ideas. Sam has come up with this idea with, what is it, Sam?
It's a sort of plastic that reduces friction, which means that the drawer will slide in and out a lot better. A lot of people say to use Teflon and stuff, but I couldn't find anything during lockdown, so we had some of this plastic lying around and thought I'd give it a go to see if it works well.
So you're just going to put one on each side of...
We're going to start with one on each side to see if it will work, otherwise I might need to put one in the centre, but I think this should be fine for now.
And would we use candle wax with it, or just that by itself and see how it goes?
Don't know. Some people say online that you use candle wax wood on wood, but I thought that if this doesn't work very well, we can try and put candle wax on the bottom of the drawer as it's timber, and that might slide better on the plastic, but we'll see what happens.
See how it goes. Just picked up this carpet from Mitre 10 and a test sample of a stain. Sam was thinking black, so that's what it looks like, which is hard to imagine when it's just here, but I'm sure it will look okay on the whole build. They're not completely the right size yet, so Sam's just planing them down to make sure that they fit properly. We're having a few issues because of the... Nothing's straight in the car, yeah, but the what do you call it, the tailgate, when we're trying to slide the shelves in and out, it's going to be catching on this and in here, so we're just trying to figure out a solution. So we managed to get the new hardtop roof for Sam's car all the way to here, except I'm too weak to help him lift it on, so we've just got to wait for this isolation to be over and we can move down to level 2 where we can get a few more helping hands out. But so at the moment it is grey. Sam's thinking about wrapping it possibly green, or what were you going to do with the sides, Sam?
Possibly do the limestone the same as the rims.
Oh, so do the sides white and then the whole thing white. But yeah, we're just not sure. We have to see when we put it on what it looks like to see if it's worth the money to wrap it, but it would look pretty cool if it was all the same colour.
This is where you about marked it?
I measured it from the central line.
The centre line.
Sam is now cutting the carpet for the top of the drawers.
But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
Used adhesive glue to stick the carpet to the top of the wood, so now we've just got all these paint buckets as weights. And Sam, we've folded over the carpet to wrap around the edges, and we've run out of staples, so Sam's just drilling it in, because really no one's going to see it. We just want it to be a nice wrap around the sides. The carpet makes it look so much cleaner and slicker. Sam's just cutting the excess off the back because we don't have, when it slots into the car, there's not a lot of extra room, so we can't have any extra. painting on all of the drawers. They look like this now. I could only go as far as I could reach in there. We've carpeted right around the sides. This is just like rough, don't judge my painting skills, but this is just, you're never gonna see any of these sides. We've done the drawers a whole lot nicer, but this is more just a sealant for the wood. The stuff that we have used to paint is this Aquamax timber stain. We just tried to find the darkest one we could, so this is just black coal color, because we were originally going to do like a timber, a brown colored stain, but then we just decided that black might look quite slick like coming out. We were going to go for paint, but with all this lockdown we weren't able to get paint from the paint store, and it just all got complicated. So anyway, we're working with what we have. So yeah, that was all today's job, is just painting, and lockdown is making it a bit hard to just get things from all of the hardware stores. You can't just go in and find what you need. You got to order it online and then wait 1 or 2 days before you can pick it up. But today is Saturday and we're hoping to be done by Monday to go on some adventures next week. Are the cabinets that are going in the car, and we have just used this F2 contact adhesive to glue the carpet onto the front of the boxes. So I'm just waiting to let it dry, then we're going to fold it up over the sides and then trim off the excess. We were originally going to fold it all the way in, but then we thought it might look a bit weird if it wasn't the whole of the inside of the box, so hopefully this works out okay. So we've put the carpet on the top and Sam's just cutting around the edges because we've glued it to here, but it might peel off, we don't know, we're just gonna see how it goes, but so far we're happy with it. Sam is just cutting to size these side pieces, which will carpet just so that it's one even flat board across the back. Not completely necessary, but I think it will look good. And that is our first drawer front that has been carpeted, and we've put some rope in it. Looking good.
Finally finished, and we've created these side panels through here to give the whole rear tray a flat, even surface to store anything on. We've marine carpeted across the top and the sides, and we've also made inserts. In this drawer we've got food storage up front with tools and other things that we don't use as much down the back. We've just used a simple rope handle just to keep costs down. Over on this side we've got the cooking area. We've got to figure out a better way of leveling this, but at the moment we've just got a piece of timber that just sits under there, makes it level. And then we've got cutlery and plates and pots and pan storage, which has also been lined with the marine carpet to stop things sliding around.